What if I told you that time itself has an ending? Not just your time, not my time, but time as we know it. The ticking clocks, the passing moments, the idea of next and later. What if all of that is slowly moving toward a final moment that scientists believe will one day arrive? Not in our lifetime, maybe not in a million lifetimes, but inevitably. And once it happens, there is no after, no restart, no rewind, just silence. Today, scientists are warning us about something most people never stop to think about: the last moment of time. We grow up believing time is endless. Tomorrow always comes. The future feels infinite. We plan years ahead, decades ahead, as if time is something that will always be there waiting for us. But science tells a very different story. Time is not a magical background that lasts forever. It is part of the universe. And like everything else in the universe, it has limits. Scientists studying the deepest laws of physics have discovered something unsettling. Time did not always exist. And if it had a beginning, then logically, it can also have an end. That idea alone is enough to make your mind feel uncomfortable. Because without time, nothing happens. No movement, no thoughts, no change. Reality itself freezes. The universe began with a big bang, and with it, time was born. Before that moment, there was no before. No ticking clock waiting in the dark. Time started when the universe started. And ever since then, it has been moving in one direction only. Forward, never backward, never stopping, until one day it might. One of the most disturbing things scientists warn about is that time is closely tied to energy and motion. As long as things move, time flows. As long as stars burn, galaxies collide, particles vibrate, time continues. But the universe is slowly running out of usable energy. This isn't science fiction. This is a real concept called heat death. And it may represent the final chapter of time itself. Imagine a universe where every star has burned out. No light, no heat, no reactions, just darkness stretching endlessly. In that universe, nothing changes. And if nothing changes, time becomes meaningless. Scientists say that in such a state, time doesn't just slow down. It effectively ends. But the last moment of time wouldn't be dramatic. There would be no explosion. No warning alarm. No cosmic countdown flashing in the sky. The universe wouldn't scream. It would whisper, slowly fading into stillness. What makes this even more unsettling is that time is deeply connected to entropy. Entropy is the measure of disorder. And entropy always increases. It's why ice melts, why buildings decay, why living things age. The forward flow of time is driven by entropy increasing. But when entropy reaches its maximum, there is no more direction for time to move. Scientists warn that when entropy reaches its final state, the arrow of time disappears. No past, no future, just an eternal present with nothing happening inside it. Try to imagine that. A universe where nothing can happen anymore. No new thoughts, no new stars, no new moments. Not because something destroyed the universe, but because it simply ran out of possibilities. Some scientists believe this final moment of time is unavoidable. Others think there might be strange exceptions. Maybe quantum fluctuations. Maybe new universes forming. But even those ideas suggest that our time, this timeline, has an expiration date. What's even more chilling is that time doesn't end everywhere at once in the way we imagine. According to relativity, time flows differently depending on gravity and speed. Near a black hole, time slows almost to a stop. From the outside, something falling into a black hole appears frozen forever. In a way, time already ends there. Black holes may offer us a preview of what the end of time looks like. Inside them, our current laws of physics break down. Time and space swap roles. The future becomes unavoidable. And eventually, everything reaches a singularity where time has no meaning. Some scientists believe that the entire universe could one day reach a similar state, not collapsing inward, but spreading outward until nothing interacts anymore. A quiet death, not a violent one. Now here's the part that feels deeply personal. If time ends, then every story ever told ends with it. Every memory, every love, every civilization, everything that ever mattered to anyone becomes unreachable. not erased, but locked forever in a past that no future can access. That realization changes how you look at the present, because right now, time is happening. Right now, moments still exist. Right now, choices matter. Scientists aren't warning us about the end of time, so we panic. They're warning us because understanding time changes how we live within it. When you realize time is finite, even on a cosmic scale, you begin to see how precious each moment truly is. Another unsettling theory suggests that time might not end all at once, but gradually lose meaning. As the universe expands faster and faster, distant galaxies will disappear beyond our observable horizon. Eventually, every observer will be trapped in a lonely bubble of space, unable to see anything else. In that future, time still technically exists, but it becomes empty, directionless. The future becomes boring, predictable, still. And some scientists argue that a universe without change is effectively timeless. There's also a theory that suggests time could break, that the laws governing time might shift in extreme conditions. If that happens, cause and effect could collapse. The idea of before and after could dissolve, and reality as we understand it would stop making sense. The most disturbing part? We would never see it coming, because seeing requires time. Understanding requires time. And once time begins to fail, awareness itself fades. Scientists studying the deep future often admit that these ideas make them uncomfortable, not because they are afraid of death, but because they are afraid of meaninglessness. A universe where nothing ever happens again raises a terrifying question. Was all of this for nothing? But then comes the other side of the warning, the hopeful side. Some scientists believe that time ending doesn't mean everything ends. It may mean something new begins, beyond our comprehension. Just as time began with the birth of the universe, perhaps another form of existence lies beyond time. But here's the truth scientists agree on. Whatever happens, we will not be there to see it. Humanity is a brief moment in cosmic history, a blink, a whisper. And yet, during this brief moment, we are aware. We are conscious inside time. And that makes us special. The last moment of time may be trillions of years away. But the warning isn't about when it happens. It's about what it teaches us now. That time is not infinite. That the future is not guaranteed. That every second we experience is borrowed from a universe slowly winding down. So when scientists warn about the last moment of time, they are really warning us about how we treat the present, how easily we waste moments, how casually we assume tomorrow will come, how confidently we believe progress will last forever. Time doesn't owe us anything. It doesn't slow down for regret. It doesn't stop for excuses. It moves forward, quietly, consistently, toward an ending we will never witness. And that's what makes now important. Because right now, time still flows. Right now, choices still ripple forward. Right now, meaning exists because change exists. One day, far beyond our world, far beyond our stars, there will be a final moment. No sound, no movement, no future, just stillness. But today is not that day. And as long as time continues, so does responsibility. Responsibility to use it wisely, to create meaning while we can, to understand that being alive in time is not a guarantee. It's a privilege. The last moment of time is not here yet, but its shadow reminds us of something simple and powerful. This moment matters. And once it's gone, there will be no next one.